What if the people you lose were never truly yours to begin with, but simply lessons in disguise? What if silence reveals more than noise ever could, especially in a world addicted to attention? And what if the real war isn't out there, but within, a quiet struggle between who you are and who you're meant to become? There are truths life whispers only when you're still enough to hear them. Some say if you want to know someone's true opinion of you, just watch how they react when they're angry. In rage, masks fall. In silence, stories unfold. I've learned some of my deepest wisdom not from the educated or eloquent, but from the quiet humility of those who have been broken and rebuilt. I learned what to avoid by watching what destroys them, and from that, I began to understand. Every scar has its own scripture. I've always felt drawn to paths no one had walked, spaces unspoken, thoughts unsaid, because the road less taken isn't always romantic. It's often lonely, steeped in doubt, and full of invisible battles. But that's where authenticity lives. A man's actions should always reflect his words. When he stands up for truth, the world may resent him. But resentment is often a sign you're doing something right. Two men can look out the same window. One sees the dirt, the other the stars. What you see is who you are. Only losing a friend over truth may sting, but it's also revealing. That friendship was never built on honesty. There's a sacred power in listening, not to reply, but to truly understand. The listener finds peace. The one who shouts often hides pain. Real strength lies not in the absence of weakness, but in the courage to confront your own bad habits. And sometimes the only person who will truly understand you is you. But if someone tries, if someone really tries, they are already close to loving you. There's a single secret to happiness. Stop depending on others for it. Hope in yourself, not in those who might leave. In a world that demands we understand everyone else, sometimes the most radical act is understanding ourselves. A wise man isn't one without flaws, but one who learns to conquer them. And if greatness isn't nearby, become it. Trust yourself with the task. The truth you want to keep from enemies, keep it even from friends. Because today's friend may become tomorrow's stranger. Telling the truth can be dangerous. Make them laugh first, or they may crucify you. The crowd often echoes the biggest lie. Popular opinion. Keep your circles small and your vision sharp. Speak less. Your words will gain weight. Never show tears before your foes. Let them see your grace instead. A smile is a quiet sword. If you can't see someone's strengths, be gentle with their flaws. Control your anger, for it is a worse enemy than your enemies themselves. Parents who ignore their children's unhealthy habits aren't protecting them. They're planting pain for the future. And if you fight the same enemy repeatedly, you teach him your every move. Trust no one else with your values. Do the right thing your way. Cheating is never accidental. It's always a choice. And rudeness? That's a confession more than a character trait. Talk with those who uplift, listen to those who love, and stay close to those who mirror your truth. Wisdom doesn't shout. It plays like a child at home and thinks like a sage outside. Real forgiveness changes behavior, not just words. A woman may lose her first pride, beauty, for the sake of her last pride, her children. That is not weakness, that is power. And what truly matters cannot be bought. A calm mind, a strong body, and a heart full of love. When power goes unpunished, the innocent pay the price. Life isn't about discovering yourself, it's about choosing who you'll become. False friends vanish when the lights go out, and sadness, it often comes when our expectations outrun our reality. Choose your company like you choose your future. If you ever feel hopeless, find someone whose hope is still alive. Their flame may relight your own. Avoid the lazy, fulfill more than you promise, and understand, the person who tries to please everyone is often the loneliest soul in the room. Our hardest battle isn't with others, it's with our own thoughts. Master them. When you sit at the table, manage your hunger. When you enter another's home, manage your gaze. Advice falls on deaf ears if the ears refuse to listen. Fear of failure kills more dreams than failure ever could. Forgive your enemies again and again, but do not let your friends betray you once. Even a rat knows not to depend on one hole. It is better to endure quietly than to live with shame loudly. True excellence lies in being so whole that no one, not friend nor foe, can resent you. Never assume you understand someone's story. Sometimes, their silence says more than your assumptions. A beautiful face means nothing if the heart behind it is cruel. Peace is your real power. Don't wait for life to hand you a reason. Become the reason. In this world, people are not hated for their flaws, but often for their virtues. And love? If you have to fight to earn your place, it was never real. Don't believe everything you hear. If someone ignores you, release them. If you lose something but gain wisdom, it's not a loss, it's a lesson. And if you've stayed with me until now, thank you. Not just for your time, but for your presence, your openness, and your willingness to feel. These reflections aren't just words, they're pieces of all of us, reminders that we're not alone on this journey. If something in this video touched your heart, I gently invite you to like it, to subscribe, and to share it with someone who may be quietly searching for meaning today. From all of us here at Rise and Quotes, thank you for being part of this quiet revolution of thought.